Hello, my families, and hello, sweet littles. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing really good. Guess what? It's Bo's birthday today, so we're gonna sing to her before we read our book. We're gonna be reading Bread and Jam for Francis. And this is illustrated by Lillian Hoban, and it was written by Russell Hoban. So I'm assuming they're married and they're a husband and wife team. But this was written quite a while ago, but this happened to be one of Joshua's favorite books. So I thought I'd read it right after we sing for Bo. So Bo, today's your birthday and I'm so excited for you. Okay, we're gonna sing to you on the count of 3. Ready? You have a birthday, shout hooray. We're gonna sing to you today. 1 year older and wiser too. Happy birthday to you. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sweet Bo. Happy birthday to you. I love you, my little. You are amazing, and I can't wait to read stories with you and record them together. I think that would be a really fun project. Well, let's put on some essential oils, and I don't have lavender yet. I don't know why, I just don't. I've ordered it and it's coming in the mail very slowly. But today I'm putting on some ylang-ling, I'm not sure. It's Y-L-A-N-G, and then another Y-L-A-N-G. So you can write that down if you want and see if you can practice saying it. Perhaps somebody knows the correct pronunciation and wants to share it with me. That would be nice. Okay, I'm gonna take a nice deep breath. And I'm exhaling. Okay, one hand on the belly, one hand on your heart. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. We're gonna do one more calming breath. Oh, and I forgot to share with you, these are the earrings that I got from my boyfriend on my birthday. They match the ring that he gave me as well. So I really love them, so thank you, Josh. Anyways, one more breath. In, hard, inhale, exhale. Okay, we're ready for our book. Oh, the candle. With the candle that Bo has given to me, I still have a couple of those left. Uh-oh, the fan is blowing. This might be a challenging lighting of the candle day. It's lit. Oh, where's it gonna go? I think I'm gonna put it down here. Yay, we can see it, sort of. Here, let's move it back. Is it lit? Oh, it is, but it's very, very, can't see it. Okay, well, we'll get on with our story. So, bread and jam for Francis. Now, here's Francis, and she's eating bread and jam. Now, if I could have bread and jam, I'd be a very happy girl, but I cannot. So, I understand why Francis wants bread and jam. It's super yummy. It was breakfast time, and everyone was at the table. Father was eating his egg, Mother was eating her egg. Gloria was sitting in a high chair and eating her egg too. Francis was eating bread and jam. What a lovely egg, said Father. If there is one thing I am fond of for breakfast, it's a soft-boiled egg. Yes, said Mother, spooning up egg for the baby. It is just the thing to start the day off right. Ah, said Gloria, and she ate up her egg. Francis did not eat her egg. She sang a little song to it. So, here is Father, and here is Mother, and there is the baby, Gloria, and there's Francis, and she's eating bread and jam, and everybody else a different kind of egg. Oh, actually, no, they have a soft-boiled egg, and they crack the top, and they're eating it with a spoon. here goes Frances's song. She sang the song very softly. I do not like the way you slide. I do not like your soft inside. I do not like you lots of ways, and I could do for many days without eggs. What did you say, Frances? Asked Father. Nothing, said Frances, spreading jam on another slice of bread. Why do you keep eating bread and jam? Asked Father, when you have a lovely soft boiled egg. One of the reasons I like bread and jam, says Frances, is that it does not slide off your spoon in a funny way. There she is, singing to her egg. And there's Father asking her why she does not like her egg. Well, of course, said Father, not everyone is fond of soft-boiled eggs for breakfast, but there are other kinds of eggs. There are sunny side up and sunny side down eggs. Yes, said Frances, but sunny side up eggs lie on the plate and look up at you in a funny way, and sunny side down eggs just lie on their stomachs and wait. What about scrambled eggs, said Father. Scrambled eggs fall off the fork and roll under the table, said Frances. I think it is time for you to go to school now, said Mother. Frances picked up her books, her lunchbox, and her skipping rope, and then she kissed Mother and Father goodbye and went to the bus stop. And there she is. She has a skipping rope. That sounds like fun. While she waited for the bus, she skipped and sang, jam on biscuits, jam on toast. Jam is the thing that I like most. Jam is sticky, jam is sweet, jam is tasty, jam's a treat. Raspberry, strawberry, gooseberry. I'm very fond of jam. Here she is waiting for the bus as she's skipping rope and singing her song. That evening for dinner, Mother cooked breaded veal cutlets with string beans and baked potatoes. Ah, said Father, what is there handsomer on a plate and tastier to eat than breaded veal cutlet? It is a nice dish, isn't it, said Mother. Eat up the string beans, Gloria. Oh, said Gloria, and ate it up. She had already eaten her dinner of strained beef and sweet potatoes, but she liked to practice with the string bean when she could. So here's her mom actually cooking the dinner that they're eating. Do you watch your parents when they're in the kitchen cooking? I hope you are learning when you are. Where do breaded veal cutlets come from? Asked Frances. And why are French cut stringless beans called string beans? We can talk about that another time, said Father. Now it's time to eat our dinner. Frances looked at her plate and sang, what do cutlets wear before they're breaded? Flannel nightgowns, cowboy boots, furry jackets, or sailor suits? And then she spread jam on a slice of bread and took a bite. She won't try anything new, said Mother to Father. She just eats bread and jam. How do you know know what you'll like if you won't try anything? Asked Father. Well, said Frances, there are many different things to eat, and they taste many different ways, but when I have bread and jam, I always know what I am getting, and I'm always pleased. You try new things in your school lunch, said Mother. Today I gave you a chicken salad sandwich. There now, said Father to Frances. Wasn't it good? Well, said Frances, I traded it to Albert. For what? Said Father. Bread and jam, said Frances. Uh-oh. The next morning at breakfast, Father sat down and said, now, I call that a pretty sight. Fresh orange juice and a poached egg on toast. There's a proper breakfast for you. Thank you for saying so, said Mother. Poached eggs on toast do have a cheery look. I think, Frances began to sing a poached egg song. She likes to sing songs. Poached eggs on toast, why do you shiver with such a funny little quiver? Then she looked down and saw that she did not have a poached egg. I have no poached egg, said Frances. I have nothing but orange juice. I know, said Mother. Why is that, said Frances. Everybody else has a poached egg. Even Gloria has a poached egg, and she is nothing but a baby. But you do not like eggs, said Mother, and that is why I did not poach one for you. I have some bread and jam if you are hungry. So Frances ate bread and jam and went to school. When the bell rang for lunch, Frances sat down next to her friend Albert. What do you have today, said Frances. I have a cream cheese, cucumber, and tomato sandwich on rye bread, said Albert, and a pickle to go with it, and a hard-boiled egg, and a little cardboard shaker of salt to go with that, and a thermos bottle of milk, and a bunch of grapes, and a tangerine, and a cup of custard, and a spoon to eat it with. What do you have? Frances opened her lunch. Bread and jam, she said, and milk. You're lucky, said Albert. That's just what you like. You don't have to trade now. Does Frances look happy? She looks a little bit perplexed. That's a lot of food that Albert had. That sounds like a really nice lunch. That's right, said Frances, and I had bread and jam for dinner last night and for breakfast this morning. You certainly are lucky, said Albert. Yes, said Frances, I am a lucky girl, I guess. But I'll trade you if you want to. That's all right, said Albert. I like cream cheese with cucumbers and tomatoes on rye. Albert took 2 napkins from his lunchbox. He tucked one napkin under his chin. He spread the other one on his desk like a tablecloth, and he arranged his lunch neatly on the napkin with his spoon. And he cracked open the shell of the hard-boiled egg, and then he peeled away the shell a bit off the end of the egg. He sprinkled salt on the yolk and set the egg down again. He unscrewed his thermos bottle cup and filled it with milk, and then he was ready to eat his lunch. He took a bite of sandwich, a bite of pickle, a bite of hard-boiled egg, and a drink of milk. Then he sprinkled more salt on the egg and went around again. Albert made the sandwich, the pickle, the egg, and the milk come out even, so they all were finished at the same time. He ate his bunch of grapes and his tangerine, and then he cleared away the crumbled up wax paper, the eggshell, and the tangerine peel. He set the cup of custard in the middle of the napkin on his desk. He took up his spoon and ate up all the custard. Then Albert folded up his napkins and put them away, and he put his cardboard salt shaker and his spoon into his lunchbox. He screwed the cup on top of his thermos bottle. He shut his lunchbox, put it back inside his desk, and sighed. I like having a good lunch, said Albert. Frances ate her bread and jam and drank her milk. Then she went out on the playground and skipped rope. She did not skip as fast as she had skipped in the morning, and she sang, jam in the morning, jam at noon, bread and jam by the light of the moon. Jam is very nice. She's getting a little bit tired of bread and jam, it seems like. When Frances got home from school, Mother said, I know you like to have a little snack when you get home from school, and I have one all ready for you. I do like snacks, said Frances, running to the kitchen. Here it is, said Mother, a glass of milk and some nice bread and jam for you. Aren't you worried that I maybe might get sick and all my teeth will fall out from eating so much bread and jam? Asked Frances. I don't think that will happen for quite a while, said Mother. So eat it all up and enjoy it. Frances ate up most of her bread and jam, but she did not eat all of it. After her snack, she went outside to skip rope. So there she is getting her snack of bread and jam, and then still eating her bread and jam with her skipping rope. Frances skipped a little more slowly than she had skipped at noon, and she sang, "Jam for snacks and jam for meals. I know how a jam jar feels, full of jam." That evening for dinner, Mother cooked spaghetti and meatballs with tomato sauce. "I am glad to see there will be enough for second helping," said Father, "because spaghetti and meatballs is one of my favorite dishes." And so here is Frances skipping rope, but very slowly. And then here's Father. He has some cheese to grate over the top. And it looks like maybe this is a pepper grinder, and he's eating spaghetti with a spoon and a fork and twirling it onto the spoon. Spaghetti and meatballs is my favorite. Spaghetti and meatballs is a favorite with everybody," said Mother. "Try a little spaghetti, Gloria." "Mmm," said Gloria, and tried the spaghetti. Frances looked down at her plate. There was a slice of bread and a jar of jam. Frances began to cry. "My goodness," said Mother. "Frances is crying." "What is the matter?" asked Father. Frances looked down at her plate and sang a little sad song. She sang so softly that Mother and Father could scarcely hear her. "What I am is tired of jam." "I want spaghetti and meatballs," said Frances. "May I have some, please?" "I had no idea you like spaghetti and meatballs," said Mother. Here she is crying. And there she is telling Mom that she wants some spaghetti. "How do you know what I'll like if you won't even try me?" asked Frances, wiping her eyes. So Mother gave her spaghetti and meatballs, and she ate it all up. The next day, when the bell rang for lunch, Albert said, "What do you have today?" "Well," said Frances, laying a paper doily, which is very pretty little paper cutout that's round and has pretty designs in it, paper doily on her desk, and setting a tiny vase of violets in the middle of it, she said, "Let me see." She arranged her lunch on the doily. So here is Frances eating up all of her yummy pasta. And then here is her looking forward to setting up her lunch. "I have a thermos bottle with cream of tomato soup," she said, "and a lobster salad sandwich on thin slices of white bread. I have celery, carrot sticks, and black olives, and a little cardboard shaker of salt for the celery, and 2 plums, and a tiny basket of cherries, and vanilla pudding with chocolate sprinkles, and a spoon to eat it with." "That's a good lunch," said Albert. "I think it's nice that there are all different kinds of lunches and breakfasts and dinners and snacks. I think eating is nice." "So do I," said Frances, and she made the lobster salad sandwich, the celery, the carrot sticks, and the olives come out even. And there they are, and she's very happy. The end. Aw, well, Frances was very challenging for her mother. She decided she only wanted to eat bread and jam, and I do understand that, because sometimes when you find something you really love to eat, you only want to eat that one thing. But after a while, that one thing became a little bit tiring for Frances, and so choosing to try new things was more fun than just having the same thing every day. What have you had for breakfast or lunch or dinner that you really enjoyed? Well, if you've enjoyed your breakfast or lunch or dinner, please make sure you say thank you to your mom or dad or loved one or caregiver who has made it for you. And whenever there is something new, it's always good to take a bite to see whether or not you like it or not. And if you do, you have just found something new you can have, right? Well, today's a special day, as we know. Bo, I hope you had a wonderful day, and Children, it was a pleasure reading to you today. Have a wonderful, beautiful day, rest of your day today, from my heart to yours. I love you.